Welcome back to Investing and Trading Live. Once again, my name is Josh Lilquist, host of Investing and Trading Live with my good friend and my good pal Al Connickson. And don't forget to subscribe to the podcast if you're listening to this live on the podcast or in the archives. Investing and Trading Live on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. And on the last segment, we were talking about those income style assets, the futures market, the Forex market, even the options market, to give people, us as a retail public, an opportunity to have another income strategy, another income source, because it takes multiple income sources to build wealth. The more you have, the quicker you can get there, and then the quicker and sooner, hopefully, if you choose, that's another choice we could have, to retire on your terms. And that's what it all comes down to, is building those funds for those golden years of our life. And we don't want to spend those golden years at the golden arches. So there are different strategies that we're going to talk about in this next segment that allow us to have that opportunity to build that. But also, if you're looking to leave a legacy at one point, you choose what you do with that. And hopefully we can help you with that. We have workshops here right at the Academy where we go into those techniques and strategies to have income strategies in the market, or an income style solution, so you can make your own choices, whether it's financially or freedom of time, whatever that choice is that you want to have. Let's start to build a path for that. Simply to come into one of these workshops, and Al, I know I did this last segment for you, and you did a really good job on keeping it right around 20 seconds. What's another topic that would be covered in these workshops that people are coming into?
Well, we talk about I mentioned income and wealth, the differences, but also about how to manage your portfolio, how to manage the investments and trades that you have. Also, we'll talk a little bit about how the market's manipulated and how people are taking advantage of rules that are being set by people that they don't even know set rules. And you have to play by their rules according to them, and that's what hurts people. We talk about that, how you can make sure that doesn't take advantage of you.
I like that. Let's cover some of that in the next segment, especially those wealth assets on here coming up. So, sure. But if you did miss seats earlier for that workshop here at the Academy, simply just text the word investing to the number 210 to hear more and learn more about these concepts that we're just talking about here all day. Text investing to the number 210, or go to otamin.com. That's OTAMINN.com. These are 2-hour classes right here at the Academy several times per week, so you can get started on the path that you're looking to get down. So, Al, with these wealth assets, now, I don't know the exact stat, but the amount of wealth that the public actually has it's sad, because people just don't have enough, and it's because lack of savings, and that's what it is. You have to have extra income to pay your bills, to have some fun, but extra income to save, and that's what people are struggling to do. So if they have struggles doing that, it's hard for them to build that wealth.
Right.
But we do have some people that have had that opportunity to be able to build that wealth, and they won't. But they know it's not going to be enough. So there are strategies and techniques and the proper assets to be able to have that opportunity to build that for those golden years. So let's talk about those wealth assets. I know stock is one of them, and the different strategies that we really cover a lot in these workshops, so people see more about what's in these workshops so they can come in and get down the right path.
Well, if you look at the people that have truly built a significant amount of wealth over their lifetime, they have a stock portfolio. If you can be in the stock market, if you can make the right choices and know how to manage those positions, that probably is the best market that's ever been created for people to have the potential to build wealth. I mean, if you look at some of the companies that like Apple, Facebook, Google, Amazon, if you got in early enough, we're talking about thousands of percent returns, sometimes 10, 20,000% returns on those. Unfortunately, most people are put into something like a mutual fund or a portfolio of what ends up being more mediocre choices, and then there's no management. If you look at the Magnificent Seven, we talk about those stocks a lot. Those are the stocks that really drove the market over the last year.
Yeah.
But if you look at them, they went through a big drawdown in 2022. People saw sometimes 40, 50, 60, almost 70% drawdowns in some of those stocks. They came roaring back in 2023. But if you go through that drawdown, you have to have a much greater return percent-wise just to get back to where you were. So managing those portfolios is really important. The income part, let's teach you the income part first, so you have additional income to put into your wealth portfolio, your retirement portfolio. That probably is going to be a stock portfolio or maybe some exchange traded funds. But learn how to manage those portfolios so when the market does roll over, when it does go down, and it doesn't just go up, it goes down, it goes sideways, and you want to make sure when the market's not going up that you're still benefiting. You're at least protected so you're not losing, but why not benefit? If you can benefit financially in a down market, wouldn't you want to know how to do that? Because if you can't do that, almost half of your life is your accounts are either losing or not gaining any profits. There are three different directions this market can go, and you can benefit all three. You can use stock. You can put a great portfolio together. In fact, you can have a stock portfolio that you never touch, but you're using some other assets and strategies to protect it and to actually increase the returns of a stock portfolio.
And is that through options then?
It's using options. Options is
it's options on stocks that you already have.
Yeah, it's like whatever you have in your retirement account, whether it's stocks, whether it's in the large cap, the small cap, maybe it's in real estate investments, whatever it is, currencies, interest rates, commodities. You can wrap options around those to provide protection. And options can be used kind of as like an insurance policy.
Yeah.
So without even touching those assets, you can have an option that will counter a drawdown. Like if you were in the market back in the year 2007, unfortunately, especially if you were retiring then, you saw maybe 40 to 60% of your assets disappear. Not everybody lost money during that time period. Mm-hmm. Some people didn't lose anything. Some people lost maybe 2 or 3%. Some people made some of the biggest returns that they've ever had during those time periods.
Yep.
Those are opportunities that you have that we teach you. Wall Street's not teaching you that. They just want you to believe you need to use them so they can get fees. And then, to be honest with you, they use your assets in ways that they can benefit financially for themselves without involving you.
I like that. It's really being able to boost what you already have. I mean, a good example, as you know, I talk about this every once in a while on the show. I got a 6-year-old son, and he loves cars, and we'll be driving around, and the car requires gas to go. I mean, I have a gas car; it's not electric, and
shame on you.
I know. Oh, goodness sakes. That being said, I would like a electric. I do like the Chevy truck. I wouldn't mind having that. But anyways, so he talks about, you know, it takes gas, but he's like, we need to get a boost to go faster. He's like, let's put some NOS in it. You know, I guess the kids are talking about NOS in cars, and I don't even know what exactly it is, but it's something that you can put into a car to boost it, to boost the power, and to probably squeal the wheels a lot more. And that's kind of the same thing the financial markets have. And that would be, NOS is using the right asset for your stock, which may be options. So using options, as Al is talking about, on your portfolio to increase the rate of return. There's strategies that are designed for that. But if you don't know what they are, you're missing out. And that's what we cover big time in these workshops, is what are you missing out on? What are the opportunities that you don't know about that Wall Street's using, are available to us? We teach these. Right. We teach these techniques and strategies. But at first thing, it takes a little bit of action to get started. It takes some action to learn about it. Once you learn about it, building the skill, as we talked about I think it was the first or the second segment, the mentoring, being guided through that. So that way you're not just guessing, you're being shown how to do that hands-on. That's what we do in these at the Academy here, and then it's been a great show talking about that, Al. And we've had a lot of people coming into these workshops lately. We've had to increase the frequency of our workshops here lately, which is great because it's good to see good people, smart people, looking to do better, right? Looking to do better financially, looking to do better with their freedom of time, but it really comes down to choices. So it's getting close to the end of the show. And I want to give away one more last set of seats to this workshop that we do right here at the Academy. And in 15 seconds, Al, let's give one more topic that's covered in the workshop.
Well, we talk about, as I mentioned, we talk about risk management and as being a really important concept. That's the first thing really that you should learn is how to manage risk, how to make sure that if you're wrong, everybody is going to be wrong at some point in time. It's a very small loss because a small loss can never become a big one. Then you can concentrate on the small wins, the medium-sized wins, the large wins,
Yep.
but never have a big loss.
So it's keeping what you have, because if you can't keep it, you can't grow it. Text the word investing to the number 210-210 right now for 2 seats for this workshop right here at the Academy to learn some of these techniques and concepts that we've been talking about. Al, we had a lot of concepts here today, but I do want to hear today's OTA, tip of the week.
Well, we see a lot of people that just accept where they are and feel it's due to bad luck or negative circumstances. Remember, you're not given a good life or a bad life. You're just given a life, and it's up to you to make it good or bad. We quote Charlie Munger a lot, the late Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's right-hand man. He said this, quote, "Those who keep learning will keep rising," unquote. Knowledge is an asset that compounds over time. The more you know, the better you think. And when you make better choices because you're thinking better, you can achieve great consequences. If you want to do anything, though, you have to dedicate the time. There's only 24 hours in a day. You can't make time, so use your time wisely.
And the funny thing, Al, is we all have that same time. There's people that do really well, and there's people that don't. It's what we do with that time that makes changes. Text the word investing to the number 210-210 to get started on the right path if financial goals is something that you have. As always, same time, same place next week. Until next time, retire young, my friends.